We got a special one for you today. Quarterback for the Wahoos, Chandler Morris. And we got Virginia Tech this week. Can you sense the rivalry with Virginia Tech coming in?
Once I got here, I mean, you could really sense it, and that's what everyone talks about. There's a lot of fans, UVA fans, that'd be all right going 1-11 as long as we beat the other team in the state.
Every August, every team then in their mind is going to win a championship. Is there a specific moment looking back from this point that you knew you had something special brewing?
Honestly, it's my first team meeting. When I got here in January, we'd brought in a bunch of new guys, and I didn't know everyone yet, but I just remember walking into the kind of the room and kind of seeing the look of everyone's faces and just kind of the hunger in their eyes. I'd seen it before. I'd been on a squad that went 5-7 one year, and then the next year we made a run to the national championship. And whenever we were introducing our new guys, we're introducing ourselves in front of the team. I mean, that's what I told them. I said, hey.
Welcome back to our second edition of Who's Making Plays. I'm your host, Matt Schaub, and we got a special one for you today. We got a quarterback for the Wahoos, Chandler Morris, leading the 9-2 Cavaliers this week against Virginia Tech. Chandler, appreciate you taking the time to join us.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you guys had your bye week last week going into this game. What was the focal point for the team? What was Coach Elliott's emphasis last week? And for you personally, what was the focus on the bye week?
Yeah, I think for the team, it was pretty much just kind of get our bodies back healthy, get fresh, and get ready for this little last stretch we have left of our season. I mean, we've got 4 more guaranteed quarters, so going into it and treating it like it's the most important game of the year, just because it's the next one, is what we were doing. And then, I mean, I think for me on the bye week is kind of getting back to the basics, really working on some footwork things, trying to clean that stuff up that can maybe slip up throughout the season, and so cleaning that up, and I think I did a pretty good job of that over the bye week, and feel good about it.
Yeah, and obviously much is made about rivalry weekend. We got Virginia Tech this week. With so many new faces in the building, you're one of those. Can you sense the rivalry with Virginia Tech coming in? And I know everyone knows what rivalries are like from past experiences and whatnot, but do you feel that in the building, around town, and in the locker room? Is it just another game and step on the journey, or can you sense how much more importance there is in this game?
Yeah, no, I mean, once I got here, I mean, you could really sense it, and that's what everyone talks about. I mean, there's a lot of fans, UVA fans, that'd be all right going 1-11 as long as we beat the other team in the state. So, yeah, no, it's in the locker room. I think it's we've got a mature group, though, I will say. So I think we're pretty even kill, and we understand that it's a rivalry. But I don't think we're getting too caught up into it, and really just trying to keep the main thing, and keep the focus on us. So I think that's kind of been where our head is at, and which is really good. I've really enjoyed being on this team, and just kind of the maturity level of the team.
Right. A little behind the scenes look for all the viewers. What does a typical week look like for you? Now, aside from the meetings, the practice, the required stuff, the weightlifting, what does it look like for you and your preparation leading into Saturday, so you know you're at your best ready to play?
Yeah, I mean, it all revolves around sleep. I mean, that's pretty. It's one of the most important things that I take a lot of pride about, and so making sure I'm getting good sleep, and then also too. Mondays, I mean, I've got it kind of, I mean, you've got it broken down on Mondays. Hey, I'm watching games, and I'm watching regular downs. And then Tuesdays, I'm breaking down third downs and kind of a little bit of red zone. And then Wednesday, it's heavy red zone and breaking down more third down as well. So sticking to that routine, trying to get those things broken down, because I mean, you know how it is. It's all situational ball, and you got to be aware of it. And then Thursdays is my 2-minute day. So sticking to that. But I mean, sleep is definitely the biggest thing when I'm outside of the facility.
Man, that's so good to hear, because that isn't necessarily at this day and age in college. You don't really find sleep being as much of a priority, but you're wise beyond your years for that. So you're no foreigner to the transfer portal, and it's so pervasive throughout college football. For you coming in as the leader and the quarterback last winter, to me, what sets college football apart from the NFL in a lot of ways is the bond and the brotherhood and the cohesion within the locker room. With so many new faces, was there something you learned throughout your different stops, or how intentional and what did you do to bring guys together to build that bond that we see every Saturday? You guys have that is talked about. You have it.
Yeah, I think I've definitely throughout my stops and just growing up too, I've kind of learned how to reach people better, I guess. And so I think when I first got here, not being the guy up at the front of the line that first week, really trying to go out there and earn the respect of my teammates and understanding that I'm not I don't. I've yet to put myself in that role yet, and I need to go earn the respect, and I did, and they respected me, and then you kind of move into that leadership role as you get to learn everyone and everything like that, and then also too, I think hanging out with guys off the field. I mean, we've done a great job. I think all spring, all summer. I mean, we were having dudes over at the house. We were all hanging out outside of the facility, cutting up, having a good time, and just relaxing and enjoying each other's presence. So, I think that is a huge reason to our success. I think everyone loves each other in this building and just wants to play hard for each other. And quite frankly, I mean, you just don't want to let your brother down. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, it's so true, and that's worth one or two wins every year when you have that tightness and that cohesion. Um, every August, every team in their mind is going to win a championship. That's just how you have to approach the season. Is there a specific moment looking back from this point that you knew you had something special brewing there in Charlottesville? Is there one time where you're like, man, that was the moment I knew as a quarterback of this team we could be in this position?
I think it honestly, it's my first team meeting here. I think when I got here in January, we brought in a bunch of new guys, and I didn't know everyone yet, but I just remember walking into the kind of the room and kind of seeing the look of everyone's faces and just kind of the hunger in their eyes. I mean, it was really noticeable, and that was one of the first things I noticed. And I'd seen it before. I'd been on a squad that went 5-7 one year, and then the next year we made a run to the national championship, and I'd just kind of seen that look before. And I mean, whenever we were introducing our new guys, we're introducing ourselves in front of the team. I mean, that's what I told them. I said, hey, like, I'm here to win a conference championship, and it is doable. Do not make this thing foreign. And that was the first thing I said to them. And I mean, I think ever since we all have had that belief, and obviously we got to go out there and work and stuff, and we've done that. We've put in the work in the off season and given ourselves a chance now.
Well, I thought you might say the field storm after the Florida State game. Excuse me, because I was up there for that. I thought you might point to that. So I'm glad you said something different. I'm just
Yeah.
glad everyone made it out of that thing healthy and no one got trampled. That was
Yeah.
insane. Um, one quality shifting to you specifically and you as a player, I think is often overlooked trait in quarterbacks, but for long-term sustained success is imperative. It's the short-term memory, that mental toughness, good, bad, or indifferent, that even keel, just play the next play. Is that something you've always had in your game and part of your fabric as a quarterback, or is that something you've learned over time?
Yeah, I think I've going back to kind of high school. I mean, I've done a lot of kind of studies on it and stuff, and how am I responding after an interception, and what does that next drive look like? And I think it's been a thing of mine. I've been able to get over it kind of throughout my entire career as a young age too, and but also too I've had to work at it and stuff, and that was a big thing. And I mean, honestly, I mean. One of the hardest things I've had to kind of flush was that NC State game. That interception at the end of the game was extremely difficult for me to flush. I mean, that's how I ended the game. And that
Right.
whole next week of practice, I mean, that was a difficult one. And I knew, I mean, I got on the phone with my mental coach, Brian Kane, and kind of chopped it up. And it's all about the response. How am I going to respond to this? And all eyes are on me right now. And so, I mean, I've definitely had to work at it as well, though.
That's one thing when it happens the last play of the game, you can't just wait to that next series or that next play. You have to wait a whole week before you can get that out of your system. And I felt for you. I've been there. When you end a game in that fashion, it just crushes you, but it drives you, right? And that drove you to go on this run this whole season. Um, real quick. Is there two plays, one or two plays, and I'd like to just go into it for a minute and you dissect them, that you can point to that really epitomize you as a quarterback or your offensive football team throughout this season?
Um, I go back to I think my favorite play of the season would probably be that speed option at Duke.
Hmm.
I mean, it was a call, and I kind of alerted the speed option. I saw the look for it over towards the boundary area, or the to the right side, and I checked it, and then to see Jamari kind of go score that was a pretty sweet feeling. I mean, you know how it is. You check a play and it's a touchdown. I mean, and you haven't really worked it. I mean, you weren't really expecting it in that position of the field. So that was probably a cool one for me personally. And I think as a team, I don't know if there's a single play. I
It might
think
be a
that
drive. It might be a series where you
okay,
put some together.
the series, I'd say the 97-yard drive against Washington State to drive down, score. We hadn't gotten much going all day, and when we had to have it in the fourth quarter, drive down and score and go. I think we either tied the game or went down by 3, one of the two. But put us in a position to get back in that game. I think that was probably the most proud of our offense I've been.
Yeah, that was a huge drive. I was up there for that one, and that was a hard fought game. Going into it, no one really thought it was going to be as hard fought and contested as it was. But it's great to see you guys pull that out. I know we're short on time, but give me one thing as a quarterback. I love to brag on the offensive line. Give me a little bit about the offensive line, your guys up front, how much they mean to you and y'all's success so far this season.
Yeah, no, those dudes up front, they're characters now. I mean, they love each other in that room. They're all pulling for each other, which is what you want. And then also too, I mean, those are the dudes. I mean, I love to hang out with those dudes off the field and just cut up and kick our feet back. And so awesome guys. They really have a ton of respect for me and likewise. I mean, I respect the hell out of those guys. They do all the stuff in the dark and don't get much praise, but I mean, we couldn't do it without them, and love the way they attack each day. It's a lot of fun to be out there on the field with them.
Love to hear that. Now, I know you got to go. It's Thanksgiving week. Give us something from your past traditions, your favorite foods on Thanksgiving, what you can't go without. Give us a little inside baseball on your Thanksgiving traditions.
I gotta have just fried turkey. My parents they'll fry up some turkeys, and they actually got up here last night, so they'll be in town the whole week. So I'll be able to get some of that in on Thanksgiving and keep the tradition alive.
I love that. I love that. Well, Chandler, I appreciate it, man. Keep it rolling. We're excited to see you play this week and beyond. So best of luck to you, and look forward to seeing you in the postseason.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, everyone, thanks for checking out Who's Making Plays. Till next time.